Happy Sunday, everybody. It's the Sound Couple again here. For the fact it is a Sunday, that makes it another church gig, which we haven't done in quite a while. The Sound Couple is shaking off this last one. We're mentally and physically a little beat up. I don't think we've really ever been both kind of beat up at the same time physically, Stacy. We've been mentally beat up, but not physically beaten up. So Stacy tweaked her back a little bit, and I got the shoulder back thing, just lots of tightness going on. I think after last night especially, we were probably extending ourselves trying to get out of there. We got out in just under an hour and kind of pushed ourselves through the hot weather. Today, the weather is not as hot as they predicted, so that's good. And it's a gig we're familiar with. It's a group you just saw, and I think this crowd will be much more appreciative. And then the Sound Couple needs some time off. We need some time for some mental relaxation and physical recovery. For those that haven't seen the church gigs, these are one of our favorites. They're
easy loading. Easy
loading. I don't want to say relax, and not relax in the sense that we want to. It's a concert type performance, so we want everything to be just right. But they're short, they're sweet. It's going to be a beautiful day, no chance of rain. These are always fun. Stick around, we'll see you at the gig. The crowd excitement gets, they're just anticipating the super duos. And here's, wow, it looks different around here. They must have taken some trees down or something.
Oh yeah, look at that pile over there.
Yeah. And here we are, doing the famous curb hop.
Well, what song should we play? Last night I was having pretty full and it's kind of fun.
You start playing and we all just start doing it.
That's right. It just sounded really good. I didn't play the recording back. I'm like,
How's your monitor, your like kick sounding there?
Let's see. It's a little hot in this space, maybe.
Go ahead again.
Yeah, down a little more yet. Yeah, a little bit.
Except for when, Stace, can you put the subs on P2, please?
Yes.
And then, Alex, I need to get a bass level off you, and then I'll go to guitar. Just double check those. And then, Pat, are you ready? Yep.
Or he can come. I think overall the levels on my wedge are gonna probably.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
I just found your YouTube video, The Sound Couple. That's really cool.
Oh, it was a great solo that you played last night. I was thinking to myself,
I said the
right in the
same
middle of
thing.
that, you should have broken into Tempest Fusion.
So that's tap. So is this line array? Do you guys have more speakers you can pile on these?
I thought about like putting
We have up to three. Or three aside.
They're like, I'll go 1, 2, 3. All right. Then all of a sudden you're in a different groove. I like
I don't need anything here. I got my thing.
Has everybody got a little bit of pad in their monitor?
I'll be able to
I don't
hear.
want any guitar, just his level.
Well, whatever it was from the other day. Yeah, you don't have any of this. Yeah.
Can I get a little more guitar on my monitor, or my guitar?
Yep.
Yep. I have a question for you. So on the 2 or 3 occasions when I am doing finger picks, do you want me to boost here, or do you want to just trust you to boost me out there? Because that's why I have the pedal.
Okay.
For when I get.
Well, if you want to get it, if you want to hear it on stage, then I would say you do it.
Okay.
If it's more comfortable, whatever's more comfortable.
Okay,
for you.
I don't want it to be too much. That'll be good. Yep.
Check 1, 2. Okay,
P2, P2.
I think the these could come down.
Okay.
They were all pretty hot last time.
And I need his hi-hat in my mind. You know hi-hat Mike?
Here's kind of the
No
overhead.
hi-hat Mike, just overhead.
Over the overhead.
Okay.
All right. Anything else that you guys want
One,
to
two,
do?
okay,
A sound check?
Mark, is mine not as bright today? Is there?
Maybe.
Can I get a little 10K, please? Space. Hey, space. Thank you. Oh, and I know this piece.
I pulled something on you, but now you ratted me out. I switched the cab, so I put a 58 on you instead of a Beta 58.
Art, don't try to fool my ears, man.
That didn't work.
Art, I hear everything.
Jesus.
That's pretty good, Pat. I'm impressed.
Don't question my ears, Mark.
To the audience, is this the most interesting part of the whole show, listening to us give each other a hard time? Up here, probably is, right? Get there early for the sun. It's like batting practice, right?
You're breaking my heart, you're shaking my confidence. You're breaking my heart, you're shaking my confidence. I'm down on my knees, I'm begging you please to come on. You're breaking my heart.
Thank you, good night. Thanks for coming.
Can I get a smidge of his piano? Number two, please. Just a smidge.
Perfect, thank you. And I'm gonna ask for the same thing, just a little brighter vocal monitor for me, just a little bit, I feel like I'm a little muddy. 1, 2, 1, 2, a little hotter in the high end there. Whatever you gave Pat, I want the same thing, all right? Whatever Pat gets, I get. Okay, that's,
Then I have to give you another mic capsule.
no, it just, you know, I was pushing a little bit because it wasn't hitting much brights.
And just so you know, the tweeter's right here.
Yeah, and it's,
kinda off-
okay, yep.
off-centered a little bit.
Okay. I did that for space pieces, I'll move over.
Electric guitar from Pat in my mind.
I like percentages.
Okay,
Give me
I'm not gonna bump the mute on this.
You like DB or percentage?
1, 2. Okay, that is better.
Don't
Maybe
be
to
a
a
diva.
professional sound man to tell me where to stand.
I could use a sleeve of Girl Scout chocolate thin mint
I
cookies.
think I have them inside.
They have them. I could use some butterfly, butter,
Butter.
Oh,
and
Butter.
some prime rib. And then get some apple pie at the
Hey,
end.
let's just roll that tape back. Make that happen.
They make
Okay, Stacy's infamous questions. 498. What is the difference between P1 and P2, and why do you keep having me switch them over?
processor settings. So P2 is just 3 dB boost in the low end. So that's something I've been doing for a while when we're running single subs. It just adds a little bit more presence to the low end.
Okay, I could definitely feel it when I was sitting here and listening to sound check too.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, yeah, it makes a difference. And I gotta, you know, here it's not so much needed, but I'm just, you know, that's what I can back off the low end a little bit if I need to. But it just feels, it adds a little bit more presence anyways, it feels like. So
Okay.
that's a difference. And then I'm blaming the drink sliders on,
Oh.
I think if we're not having enough slack, these cables are getting pulled on. We got a bad XLR or a bad connector on one of these, which I think was haunting us last night, but in a pole barn, it was really hard to tell anyway.
Okay. Thanks for the info.
Well, I just wanted to mention that this gig at this location was a precedent. What's that word? Precedent?
Precedent? Precedence?
Precedent. I don't know. Precedent
Yeah.
for going with the in-ear system.
Oh.
And so we got the Shure there, where there were things going on, and with our Sennheiser mics, I could not really monitor well from a distance. And in a concert type situation, or really any situation, I wanted to be able to hear what was going on, or solo things. Here we are sometime later, months later, and now
How about the inspiration for
inspiration.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, whatever, I can't talk.
How you doing, everybody? I said, how you doing, everybody? That's a lot better. Good to see you here today. Another concert on the lawn. Super duos. Today you're going to hear the greatest duos and the greatest duets from the greatest male singers. Is that right? That's it, right? Of all time. There you go. Are you ready, Pat? A 1, 2, take it away. One of my favorite songs, if not my very favorite Paul Simon song. This is his song for Kathy. It goes like this. I hear the drizzle of the rain, like a memory it falls, soft and warm, continuing, tapping on my roof and walls. My mind is distracted and diffused. My thoughts are many miles away. They lie with you when you're asleep. Kiss you when you start your day. And from the shelter of my mind, through the window of my eyes, I gaze beyond the rain-drenched streets, all the way to England where my heart lies. And a song I was writing is left undone, 'cause I don't know why I spent my time
writing songs I don't believe, with words that take straight to rhyme. So you see, I've come to doubt all that I once held as true. I stand alone without beliefs, and the only truth that I really know is you. And as I watch the drops of rain, as they weave their weary paths of time, I know that I am like the rain, there before the grace of you go I, there before the grace of you go I.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, dancers.
Have it, everybody. Another Sound Couple gig in the books, and Stacy, it was a really good night. Go back and look at the Fix My Mix. I corrected a lot of things technically, and what was really funny is one of the things I mentioned in that video was this one of the singers that a 58 capsule would be a better choice as opposed to our Beta 58. We just had a gig with these guys the other day and I forgot to change it, but this time I thought, oh, I'm gonna remember to put that 58 because he's got a pretty his S's are pretty pronounced. that was busted. And he's like, don't ever try to fool my ears. But wow, he's got some ears on him, because he noticed just a little bit of the sibilance was gone with the 58. We were able to compensate a little bit on the EQ and put it back to where he was comfortable. But I thought that was just funny. And for me out front, it was better just because his S's weren't popping. The other thing I wanted to just mention is this was a concert, and this is a concert scenario. It was very good, and really, if we were given the time really that this thing should have, in a sense, Stacy and I just basically threw the system up and went. But this would have been a good application of a console, would be the better choice, using a console and mixing from that. However, I do get to walk around a lot, and with the outfills and stuff, the iPad does offer that ability to, just to have me roam, which I think has its benefits as well. But that said, one of the things we've talked about is the wireless control. Now, if you go way back, guys, into some of our videos from a couple years ago, we were having a lot of Wi-Fi issues early on, and I knew we had a good solution. It's just we were just having all kinds of problems with Wi-Fi, and we were persistent. We kept at it. We had our frequency scanner and all that, and I don't think we've touched it in now probably a year and a half or so. A gig that used to be just always problematic it's been glitch free now. So whatever we did, whatever band we're on now, it works great. However, the iPad app, the UC Surface, I got a brand new iPad Pro. I mean, it's top of the line iPad. Truthfully, our Amazon Fire works better. And what happens on the iPad is that it will momentarily lose connection and reconnect. I don't have that problem on the Amazon Fire. So tonight I just decided, well, let me try to use the Fire. Well, it all worked pretty good, except for when there was a moment where I lost scrolling capability at the bottom to scroll to the channels. And the minister was going up to speak. And thankfully I let the mic on, or I left the mic with the fader up, but I was around the dark side of the moon. I could not control the mixer. I had to restart the app. I didn't have a problem afterwards, so I'm not sure what happened. But I was reminding Stacy that when we're starting things like this and we're doing transitions, that we need to be there to back each other up. And in this situation, for me to be up at the mixer, for a lot of the gigs we do the iPad mixing, that's not a big deal. I can just walk up there. I couldn't do that tonight. Truthfully, would you have had my back on that if she would have went up there and nothing, and the mic was muted? And I mean, would you have?
It would have taken me a few minutes to figure out.
Well, a few minutes will
well,
feel like a few hours at that point. So we need to keep that in mind when we're doing these things, that especially during these transition times and things for the first time are happening, that you and I are covering each other, Stacy. But admittedly, this should be a gig we're probably doing with a console, but we're showing up, the band's there in a half hour. I mean, just the timing of it doesn't always really afford that. But anyway, that's all, guys. It was a great night. People there really enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. And as we always say, we got more gigs coming up. Stacy, anything from you? We're gonna go eat here.
Just that it was very nice having literally worked with them like a few days ago, and we kind of had the same setup, same side, so everything as far as plugging in and routing, everything worked out great.
All right guys, we'll see you at the next gig.